Today's topic relates to conditions of employment. Specifically, whether an employer can make employees like you attend a training as a condition of employment. I'm Steve Serbalik, and I'm a panel attorney for ASCOPS in Arizona. I'm required to give my typical disclaimer that this is a topic summary and not legal advice, and I also want to add an additional disclaimer as well. I'm providing a summary of the law as it stands, and I am not advocating anything related to my personal opinions or the opinions of any groups that I represent as to whether any specific training is a good idea. In other words, I'll tell you what the law is generally, but don't think that I necessarily personally agree with what I'm saying. So first, I'll define what the scope of what I've been asked to address in this video is. I'm talking about whether an employer can mandate a specific training or attendance at specific meetings as a condition of government employment. The answer is generally yes, they can. Government employers have the right to mandate attendance at trainings, speakers, or other events as long as they are not violating the law. For example, if an employer wants to mandate attendance at implicit bias training and there is no state or local law that bans implicit bias training, the employer can mandate attendance at that training. That said, there's a difference between attending a training and compelling employee speech as a condition of government employment. For example, the government can't force an employee to renounce their religious beliefs as part of any training or condition of employment. This is a difficult concept to reconcile at times. But the general concept to consider is whether the government employer is simply having someone sit through a presentation or whether they're forcing employees to actually say something, which could implicate First Amendment concerns. And as to the First Amendment, just because you disagree with the training doesn't mean you have the right to vocalize that disagreement during the training. You most often do not have the right to disrupt proceedings. Additionally, if the government agency is mandating everyone attend a training and not targeting a specific protected class for training, that would also bolster the case that the training is a permissible condition of employment. So the bottom line is, if your department is mandating that you and all of your coworkers need to attend a training, they can probably do that. Your responsibility is to go where you're told and to sit quietly. As long as the government entity isn't compelling you to talk or act, and by act I mean do something more than just sit there, it's unlikely that they're violating your constitutional rights. And again, I want to emphasize the disclaimers that I provided at the beginning. This is a general topic summary and doesn't constitute my personal opinions on what types of training the government should mandate. And of course, there are exceptions to the general rule that I'm discussing in this video, and I can imagine extreme circumstances that could violate employees' rights. But it's the general rule that I've been asked to discuss today. If you have specific concerns about how your agency's training expectations interact with your First Amendment rights, you should contact a lawyer. Organizations like ASCOPS and lawyers like me are here to help. If you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. Like this video to help out my channel, and please also hit the notification bell so that you know when videos are released. Videos are posted every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time. I'm Steve Serbalik. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.